It is absolutely an exposure game of exposing each and every one of you for preferring Hollywood, where they all win. They're all winning. They're all going to red carpets. You're watching a Lebanese stand on your soil and parade herself around as if she's royalty because she married George Clooney, where she's enslaved him with the help of, as we all know it, Obama. See, Obama is responsible for all of this. Obama sold us out to the Middle East. It's in a movie called White House Down, where Jamie Foxx and Channing Tatum literally tell you there's espionage within the White House. And now we're watching AOC, Schumer, Pelosi, Newsom, and the rest of these fools like Jasmine Crockett start off by telling us that the black people known as Jasmine Crockett, clearly these people do not have your best interest in mind. They literally are the most ignorant people that cater to a small group of people, of overthrowers who don't like the culture of America because they don't have enough skin color, pigmented, or whatever the hell you call yourselves. How stupid can you be? The I can't breathe, you're going to choose criminals. George Floyd was a criminal. Al Sharpton is a fucking criminal. But because you want a free ride and you want to be part of this weird air shit, because you've been dogged out by your fellow black people, you want to now dog out not white people. You want to pick a group of people who are working hard and you want to try to overpower them so that you can feel something inside yourself. It's the same shit that Mona Van's up to. You don't have an education. You don't have any policies that make any sense because you don't have an education. So instead what you do, you sit on your little platform and you bark fucking orders at people and you abuse the system. You're abusing power and you're doing it right in front of our face, in front of Congress. Because whatever Jasmine Crockett does and AOC does, reminding you that they're young, it's not a good thing to have a young congressman or a young Senate. It is very bad, especially with millennial and Gen Zs. It is the dogma of showing you devil worship while you allow people like Charlie D'Amelio, Dixie D'Amelio, and Noah Beck to literally violate us on a daily basis so that they can spread their legs and wear bikinis while their parents say absolutely nothing. While they work with Singapore, a communist country who uses canes to whip when people are misbehaving. You might want to consider that's a necessary advancement in this country. Mona Van, you need to be whipped with a cane. 1,000 lashes. Same for Noah Beck, same for Charlie D'Amelio, same for David Dobrik. Has anyone heard of anything around these people of any substance or value? Well, guess what? Those are the people who have taught the younger generation how to behave, how to think, how to feel, and how to act. While you all chase your little carrot and you don't want to develop any form of evolution in society, you just want to show off your private parts. While moms and dads say, I'm so proud of you, you're doing so many brand deals. While Hannah Bronfman has 2 young children that she's totally ignoring with her big fat nose, her big fat face, her big fat lips, while her and Mona Van sit around a table and talk about what? Nutrition? How boring is it? Think about this shit. You're going to a dinner party that's about eating clean, and you're going to make some pictures about it. And then you do a little clip where you talk about turmeric and a chef and read the menu off to the group. And that's what you think education is. But I remind you that she's a doctor. And that her first 4 years of her 5 years in medical school was all about nutrition in the body, yet she never says anything about any of it. So do you think that's somebody who actually has a real education? Everyone out there who is very informed on a physician, even a dentist who's not number one priority, wasn't about being part of the culture of doctor. They're DMDs or DDS, doctors of dental surgery, or dentist of medical surgery, dentist of medicine, which is a more focused on the body. Did you know that? Do you know the difference between DDS and DMD? Well, probably not, because Mona Van's trying to infiltrate the conversation here because she's not intelligent. So all she does with her friend Hannah Bronfman, who they're besties with, who Gary did his nails with while she was pregnant, showing you the network is a network and there is a fucking gate, which makes you a fucking liar. Everything out your fucking mouths is a fucking lie. So all you do is run around and chase carrots while they show the carrot to you and then give you little hits of a mini gift. Here's a t-shirt that you can buy. While showing no form of education, while disrespecting you on a daily by gaslighting you, by showing erotica pornography, while they then show off a children's cartoon that's not made for children, it's made for adults. And that's with Coco Melon and Disney, by the way. That's how disrespectful you all are to this country. There's no creative in that. There's no creative in Coco Melon. There's no creative in any of this shit. It's nothing but a fucking Ponzi scheme for them to sit around a fancy restaurant and hang out with fancy rich fucks where they abuse the fuck out of Americans while you sit there, go to a rally with Kamala Harris when she's behind all of it. And then all you do, Kamala Harris, is smile and talk about aspirations, dreams, and goals while you talk about giving people a house who cannot barely pay the the mortgage, while their house is falling in. They can't pay for the deductible on the insurance. And they don't have any money saved up because all the influencers out there are getting them to buy shit so they can keep up with their next door neighbors. So your weakness is literally all up in our faces while all you weird ass people, these are the weirdest people that we've ever seen in history with no soul inside their bodies. No soul, no education, nothing of value is brought to the table at any form of a rally with Kamala Harris. No form of education when you're sitting there watching a Tim Walz who literally is creating anxiety, depression. Can you imagine having an uplift of anxiety while being in depression? The fact of the matter is it's all on fucking camera. You don't want to live a calm life? No, that's New York City of uncomfortableness. The fact that Mona Van has 635,000 viewers on her nasty YouTube page. Well, she talks about herself. How the fuck does a woman like that get from 0 to 635,000 people? You might want to consider there's a lot of corruption going on in that, especially since she never produces any fucking videos. How does a woman like that get 1 million followers on TikTok with the worthless shit that she's putting out? How does somebody like that get into the door in LA? Because she ain't pretty and she's awkward as shit and she makes people want to fucking puke. So you want to understand that there's some fucking weird ass shit going on behind the scenes and they're all fucking involved and you are putting more value on their lives than your own life and even worse than your own children and the future of this country. So all your nasty garbage about The View and your opinion on Donald Trump, that's the fucking corruption. The newscast media is nothing more than a television show to fuel angst and anxiety. When we got fucking yard work to do, we've got to go to work every day. We've got shit to do in our own lives. We don't give a fuck about Joy Behar and her sick ass brain. You do understand that she doesn't really work for a living, right? She wakes up in the morning, she has coffee, doesn't think about anything except for how she's going to go after Donald Trump while Kamala Harris feeds that beast. Feed that beast, Joy. Feed that beast. That's not joy, by the way. That's terrorism. Meanwhile, Whoopi Goldberg over to her right goes, well, I'm black, so I'll just work off the black card and get people to like me in that way. So I'll fuel off their vulnerabilities and abuse the fuck out of everybody so that I can feel something inside myself. Well, no one speaks to anything form of science, and then you all talk like that. You all talk like this. Or whatever fucking form of asleepness, so that you can all kill us all slowly, so that you make money and look good doing it, while you go to the fucking white party and tongue other people while you act like a fucking buffoon. Don't forget about the wet look, while you dance like a fucking banshee. I mean, I'm not really sure why none of you can look at this shit and not want to puke your fucking guts out.